Welcome to Ask Me Anything with me, Andrea Nordling, founder of the Profitable Nutritionist. I'm going to just jump right in, looking at my notes here. Here's the question. How do you stay positive and helpful when you believe that there's a group of people bent on depopulation of the world, rather than getting frustrated at people wanting to bury their head in the sand because this idea is too crazy and negative? Any suggestions for breezing through without placing unrest on oneself? I will probably bring this to a live event too, as I fear it's a big blocker for me not being able to do my business. So I get this. I really understand the essence of this question, and I can go to a really dark place with thoughts like this around several topics. Many topics that I lose sleep over that I'm sure most people would think are completely insane. So I really get that. But the thing is, I can't do anything about those big global agendas or any of the really big stuff that makes me feel helpless. Like I can't. I could do a little, I could chip away, I can say my piece, but I really don't have the power to quickly change anything that is big and huge and heavy. And I think that that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about here. So I know for myself, what I have to do is realize, all right, I can't do anything about that. What can I do? Okay. What I can control is my own mind and my own thoughts about those topics that give me the stress. I'm going to laugh about it because otherwise this could take a different direction that we don't want it to take. So I know I'm not in control of what's actually happening there, but I am in control of my own mind. I am in control of my own reaction around those topics. So I would suggest any of those big things, like really look at it, sit down with a pen and paper and just write out, what am I in control of here? Make a list. We think we can do this in our brain, and we can, but it's so much more effective to actually write it out or type it out. How am I in control of this? What am I doing to educate my sphere of influence about X, whatever this topic is? I know for me, a lot of my helplessness is around feeling like I'm not doing enough. Like people don't understand, and how can they not understand? So if that's where you're coming from here, which I think this question kind of is getting to, I would say, what am I in control of? What am I actually doing to educate people about this? Is it one person? Is it two people? That counts. What's the ripple effect of that? Write it down. What is going well in my life despite X, despite this big thing that really stresses me out? What is going well in my life? What am I really grateful for? Like go to a place of gratitude, go to a place of what actually is right instead of dwelling on what's wrong. And you will have a long list and you will feel so much better almost instantly realizing, okay, this might be an actual problem. This might be something I do want to pay attention to, and there's a lot in my life that is good. There's a lot that is going well. There's a lot I have to be grateful for. It's not all bad. Our brains want to go to, oh my gosh, it's all falling apart. This is so terrible. People don't understand. How can I even talk about any of this when people don't understand? And we go to this really dark, like pressure place. Don't do that. Figure out, where is there actually no pressure here? What is actually going well? And I think a follow-up question to that, or a journal prompt, is how am I actually equipped to handle this X, whatever this is? Like, how am I actually the person to talk about this? How am I actually the person to educate my sphere of influence about this? How am I actually the person to make a difference? Because maybe there is. And for me, the things I'm thinking about, I really could probably come up with a couple ways that I maybe am actually equipped to talk about those things and maybe to be a voice of reason to others who don't understand. But it isn't my job to solve the global problem. I'm realistic enough to know that that's not a helpful thought. So I think what you'll find is you actually are in control of a lot more than you think. Your brain will tell you otherwise because it is just programmed and skewed negative. That's just the way our human brains are. But when you sit down and you collect evidence that you actually are in control of your own reactions, you actually are in control of a lot in your life and a lot to be thankful for. And your purpose is to help others to be in control of themselves too, and to realize what they are in control of, which I'm sure if you are watching this video is your mission in some way. Remind yourself of that. Remind your brain, you can't control the circumstances, but you can control your reactions to them. And that is everything.